Education and Sharing Day is a day established by the United States Congress in honor of the Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson. It calls for increased focus on education and recognizes the lifelong efforts of the Rebbe for education. Since 1978, Education and Sharing Day, USA, has been proclaimed annually by the President on the Rebbe's Hebrew birthday. The Rebbe's birthday on the Jewish calendar, 11th of Nisan, which is 4 days before Passover, and thus generally can fall between March 21st and April 21st on the Gregorian or secular calendar. In 1978, the U.S. Congress asked President Carter to designate the Rebbe's birthday as the National Education and Sharing Day. This may be the only U.S. designated day recognized by the Hebrew calendar, 11th of Nisan, to a place of learning and education which can be seen as testing of Klal Yisrael, the passing and failing of Kadesh Barnea. The following idea comes from a Sikha of the Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson, from Shabbos Parshas Yisro, this 22nd day of Shvat of 5740, which was 1980. And in the Sikha he says that the Alter Rebbe explained that we need to live by the lessons of the weekly Parshah and whatever time we're in. This week's portion is Yisro, describing the giving of the Torah. The Haftorah adds further emphasis in describing Isaiah's vision of the divine chariot when the Torah was given. God descended upon Mount Sinai and revealed himself and his chariot. Shemos Rabbah 29:2. 3 times each year we read the portion of the giving of the Torah. In Parshas Yisro, which is Shovavim time, it's the winter months, January, February, like Shvat time. On Shavuos, it's the springtime, May or June usually. And Parshas V'ezchanan, which is the summertime. So the Ten Commandments is written 3 times in 3 different seasons of the year. On Shavuos, which is a Yom Tov, special prayers and customs apply to us, so work is forbidden. The words Yom Tov mean a good day, that is, it is singled out for rejoicing. Therefore, the reading and description of Matan Torah and Shavuos is with a festive air. The feeling during this reading is one of joy and celebration. Parshas V'ezchanan is read directly after the 3 weeks of mourning, in the middle of the summer. The service of the Jewish people during this time is characterized by tshuva and consolation. Although Parshas V'ezchanan is after Tisha B'Av, it still has that lower kind of feeling, but also being comforted after a period of mourning, sadness, and loss. And that brings us to the winter. Parshas Yisro, on the other hand, is read when the Jewish people are immersed in their daily service of God. These weeks are called Shovavim. It's an acronym from Shmos until Mishpatim. And of course, the time for tshuva is as well, but it's related to the tzaddikim. It's a service that's related to tzaddikim rather than Baal Tshuva. Parshas Yisro describes the events directly before the giving of the Torah, when the Jewish people were on the level of tzaddikim. This occurred before the sin of the golden calf. Parshas V'ezchanan, on the other hand, describes the service of Baal Tshuva, following the sin of it's after the sin of the golden calf. Therefore, it is a description of giving of the second tablets. The first tablets were given with thunder and lightning, with noise. Our sages proclaimed that just as on Har Sinai, there was awe and fear, trembling and sweating, so now our Torah study, we have to be with awe and fear, trembling and sweating. The Alter Rebbe explains that although there were open miracles at Mount Sinai, which are not present during the Torah study, still that fear must remain with us, since the Torah that we receive is God's Torah. Our approach to Torah must parallel that of the Jews at Mount Sinai and also be accompanied by noise. Reading the Parshah of the Matan Torah during these times of the year should tell us that all the various ways that are equally important that we should take as an approach toward Torah and service to God. One great joy and rejoicing, Shavuos, awe and fear and reverence, Yisro, and one of repentance, consolation and comfort, and looking towards the glorious future of the complete redemption. Veschanan. Have a great Shabbos.